3. Happy Halloween and welcome to TFT.
Hi everybody, welcome to our Halloween show.
It's scary. No.
TFT Tarot for today. Divine Dabblings with
Pumpkinhead.
and me,
or Chess.
Banshee. And of course, Bly is here.
Yay.
Bly will be off to the side. Because there's just simply no room.
I know, I wanted to have somebody else in here and they couldn't quite transition from their other realm. Oh, candy.
It's a lot of chocolate candy, but I wanted to show Kara, we've got the Witch's Brew and the Skeleton Bones or whatever it's called. Kit Kats. We've got pumpkin, what are they, peppermint patties. We have to load our granddaughter up with sugar because we still do. And good to see everybody. Hey, Gina, happy Halloween to you.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
I personally just wanted to tell you, Gina, that, well, I've got one of Mama T's. She sent me some extra rope. And when I was at the last event we did, the public event, that we had, vendors there. They had lots of beautiful stones. And I found this Phrenite stone with a hole in it. And I thought, how cool is that? I can wear it on a chain. And so I decided to wear it on a chain. I'm kind of liking this Phrenite. It really appeals to me. But anyway, thank you for turning me on to that stone because I don't think I've ever had that in my collection before. But I do now. All right, anyway, we've got a great show today. Also, this is a little unannounced. Mr. O is not even aware of this.
I control the mic.
It's not for today, but I want to say I created a witch's hat reading that's 6 cards that I am willing to offer for the low, low price of $5. Not on the show today, but we will send you either a link to a YouTube reading or we can write it up for you. But, and what you need to do is just email us at tfttarotfortoday@gmail.com and you can get this Witch's Hat reading, which is a bit of an outlook for the year ahead.
I'm terrified by this.
I'm also going to announce it on Twitter tomorrow, too. So get in early. It's just going to be offered for a couple days, and that's it. That's the big deal because it would cost more, but we're giving you this for $5. So do check that out if you want an outlook from this Halloween to next Halloween. It's an interesting reading. We can tell you more about it if you want more information. Just write to us. TFT. Tarot for today at gmail.com. Should people get that reading from us?
Your luck will change for the better.
See?
Take it from him. Or it.
Your luck will change for the better. I love it. Sunny is here. Sunny has arrived. All is well. So, I'm going to be reading from the Halloween Oracle today. I also want to remind people that I've got this great brand spanking new Oracle, the Oracle of Portals, and it's just beautiful. So if anybody wants a reading from that instead of a card reading, they can have 1 card pulled from that. Or 2, we'll see. All right, so Mr. O, why don't you, tell you what, why don't you shuffle and I'll just pull one today. We'll try it that way. I like it. I mean, I don't think it's a luck stone or anything, Gina. I think it's good for health. I think it's good for intuition and connecting. And some other things too. I'm going to do more research on it because I want to find out more. It's got the black inclusions in it, which I think in this case might be black tourmaline. I think there's something else that can be in there too, but I forget what it is. Well, did I do that?
You did.
I did. So I'll try to be brief with these. I will try. But the first one is joy.
Move your pad.
My pad? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. I didn't know the cards were going there.
Joy. This came out in my Goth Tarot Halloween reading because I used it there.
Well, you know what's really interesting about it? It came out with the perfect card. Spider, community, and web weaving. So I really like that whole combination. What's this? Rejoicing in the present. So rejoicing in the present with community, with our tarot tribe. Woohoo! I love it. All right. So the poem for this joy is, I stand here, I am where I am, fully alive and present, stress is a sham. It is time to find joy in this moment and to find that joy more often. Should this card come up in your divination, it heralds arrival of more happiness and profound joy in your life. It is a good omen. I wouldn't have thought that. Ha ha, kidding, kidding. Actually, actively seek pleasure and build more of the things that give you personal joy and laughter in your life. After all, we build appointments for the dentist. Why not our own pleasure? I love that. So that's what I have for that one. Let's move on to Spider. Just trying to keep it brief since we killed a lot of time already. Spider webs can be seen as a symbol of connection, not necessarily entrapment. There is a fine line sometimes between family or community supporting us and controlling us. This card looks at this discernment. It also suggests you review the way you communicate with the wider community, at work or generally with others, and take steps to improve this or do it slightly differently. It also indicates that there needs to be a balance between what you do for others and what they do for you. If we give too much, if what you do for yourself, and what you do for others. Sheesh, I read that wrong, but that's very true. If we give too much to the outside, our strength diminishes and we cannot weave the supporting web for ourselves. The poem for this one is, she spins her silk alone, in the dark with hope of collection, sticky with dreams, weaving the worlds, a wide web of connection. What a combination.
Beautiful.
I know, I love it. And, it is true that sometimes, when we have our connections with others, they really fill us, but they can also deplete us. Sometimes you need to set some boundaries and, ensure that there's some balance. And make sure you're taking care of yourself as much as you do take care of others. All right. All right, so that's what I have for everybody. Let's get on with this show. What do you say? It's enough time. But all right, Lena's first, I believe. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. Oh, I got to find a different place for this. Maybe down here. Everything's a little different today with the set. All right. Just trying to give myself shuffle space. Because I have Sunny here. Oh. These are interesting times. Well, last Thursday, Anthony was here, and I tried to predict the winner of the Michigan State game. And needless to say, I was off with the results. Michigan won. I gave a slight edge to State. I thought it would be a well-fought-out game, but really, Michigan kind of blew them away 29-7. The only thing I really got right about it was when I said in the beginning that state was going to come out strong. They really did, and it looked very hopeful. But then it crashed pretty fast. So, win some, you lose some with the football predictions. Let's hope we do better with our special midterm elections, Mr. O.
Okay, and we have our reading question from Lena.
2 months. Got it. Thank you, Violet, and thank you, Lena.
There's nothing.
I know I
really
brought
like
all
there.
chocolate here. There's nothing you want, but you like the. I thought you liked the witches or the bones. No.
I like them too much.
Mr. O is just watching himself. I'm very proud of him. Maybe I'll take a clue someday. But it's Halloween, and I gotta have me some chocolate in the house.
I know. Okay, Lena. The first card is the Queen of Coins reversed. Boy, we're going to get a lot of glare here.
Oh.
And then we have the Page of Coins upright.
Yeah, that is a lot of glare. Page of Coins upright, okay.
And then finally the Nine of Swords reversed.
Okay. Huh. Well, there's a mixed bag here, Lena. It's a spirit reading for the next 2 months. I kind of get the impression that, you know what, that helped for 2 of the 3 cards. I think it's the overhead light that may have been the problem, but...
True that.
Nope. Wow, how weird is that? All right, we're just trying to play with the lights here as we go.
No, it's a little better.
But, yeah, 2 of the cards, like I said, are much better. So, oh, the other card is now 2. Okay.
Told you.
All right. So, basically, I feel
We're just
here,
warmed it up.
Lena, that maybe this is a time for you to... The knave is the page, right?
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is a time for you maybe to consider... I don't know. Consider what has been maybe causing some stress as far as financial matters goes. Spirit is saying maybe you've been stressing about something too much and you need to focus on starting something new. This Nine of Swords is reversed here, and I'm kind of getting the impression that Spirit is saying, you know, if things haven't been working out for you now, you know, what you've been presently trying to make happen materially, it's time to try something new. Trying something new will help alleviate your fears, because sometimes you just gotta do it. You know, you just gotta take a chance and do something differently. And then, you know, regardless, even if it doesn't turn out, you feel more confident when you try. When we hold our energy back, I think it just tends to bottle up there.
I see your mention of alimony there, and I kind of do get a glimmer here. I sort of feel that page is the message about that. The Nine of Swords reverse maybe indicates a movement in a better direction, maybe with that maybe there is some sort of change there. And then that Queen of Coins reversed could be indicating this is more about you coming to terms with what you can accept maybe on that level. So I'm wondering if maybe there'll be a counter offer or a suggestion of a settlement perhaps. It may still result in some amount of, you know, delay there, but I'm getting the feeling like in general there may be compromises in financial areas. So besides the alimony, it may be that you may find that with Nine of Swords there, that maybe some of your financial dealings have to deal with maybe family members that you have to help out or assist in certain ways. In general, though, I think that there's nothing really dramatically wrong for you financially. I just sort of think it's not exactly revving up to the level you want.
You are expecting it, you said, in December. Well, I don't know if it's a sure thing or not. It may very well be. And, considering that, that could just say, these cards could indicate that maybe some of your financial situations, that have been bad will get a fresh start. Things will change and get a fresh start, which will alleviate your fears. But I'm not sure, I'm not really sure if it's really going to happen or not. But if you say it is, it's possible those cards could be pointing in that direction.
Right, and I'm just wondering if maybe it's acceptable enough. It's just not exactly what you were really hoping for. But that's like a lot of things in life, So I'm going to do the Lenormand. Maybe this will give us another idea.
Oh, I like that. Interesting.
And there's the creepy trail, which is the crossroads, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that does mean sort of moving to a crossroads. And then there's the poison ring, which is the ring.
So it's possible that some commitment will open the doors for you to, make decisions on where you want to go next. In other words, maybe the alimony will be fulfilled and you'll be able to move forward from there, but the choice of what you do next is up to you. But I would also say, in regards to what I have been saying here, commit to a direction, a choice, to starting something new, financially here. In other words, maybe the alimony will come through, maybe it won't. Maybe it's time to not put your eggs all in that one basket and commit to a new direction.
I almost feel like the commitment there of the ring could be suggesting that from that maybe legal point of view or business point of view, there is a commitment to fulfilling this. It just may leave you at a crossroads, or it just may open up the other ideas of either where to invest at or where you just in general go from there. So I do feel like that's probably happening, and that maybe changes for the better are coming, once, December creeps around.
I think we'll leave it at that, Violet and Lena. I think there's a good potential that the alimony will come through. But I just wouldn't put all the hopes into that, because the idea here is whether it comes through or not, you really need to think about starting something new, whether it's new investments, whether it's a new job, whether it's some new project or goal.
All right.
And that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. The Oracle deck, you can, Gina.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Gina, this deck. This is awesome. I'm so enamored with it.
You really like it.
Well, I do. And I mean,
welcome,
literally straight out of the box, I liked it. So. Oh, except I gotta know how to shuffle it. Wait a minute here. I know why. Okay, I know why. It was just one card. Okay. It's interesting because the backs of the card, one of the cards is actually the same image as the backs of the cards. I wish they wouldn't do that. That would be my one little glitch with this deck. But other than that, it's really beautiful. Just the whole concept. All right. There it is. I'll make sure I have that. You can cut it, Mr. O, as usual.
Hi, Buddy Blue.
Hey, Buddy Blue. Good to see you.
Again.
Never see enough of everybody. Hey, and last time we checked, we were at 449 subscribers. We're so close to 450. Can taste it.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is cool. Hey, Gina, this is something I know you like. I like it too when I can get there. It's the land of dreams. What number is that on there, sir?
19.
Ooh, I like that more. Your dreams hold the key. When you dream at night, you heal traumas, solve problems, and process all you have learned and experienced during the day by combining them in unique creative ways. Some of the best, most magical stories, songs, inventions, creations, solutions, and ideas were born in the dreams of the people who brought them into the world. This card has come to your attention because your dreaming mind has the power to set you on your desired course. Dreams can show you new approaches and help you become aware of things you don't want to admit to yourself. They can also open you to bold new levels of happiness, wealth, romance, and success. And of course, it talks about the value of getting a good night's sleep for good mental and physical health, preparing your bedroom the right way to get a restful night's sleep. Now, it says here, before bed tonight, place a journal or notebook and pen near your bed. As you're drifting off to sleep, bring your attention or bring your situation, the subject of this reading, into your mind. Focus on it and wonder about it without worrying about it too much. Just hold it lightly in your thoughts with curiosity and openness. Ask for divine support in receiving helpful guidance on this issue while you sleep. And if you really didn't have anything in mind, and if this was general, why not just ask the divine, for guidance, in general guidance. If you wake in the night and remember a dream, turn on the light and write it down, or write it down in the morning. Once you're fully awake, read it over, and with each dream, ask yourself, if I had to guess what this dream was about, what would I guess? What aspect of my life might this dream relate to? Take whatever time you need to process and contemplate everything you wrote. Repeat these steps every night until you gain clarity, guidance, or the direction you seek. And on the bottom, it's okay, Sonny. Sonny gets nervous with any little noise. Oh, hi, Kit. We also have the past here, which is interesting. That was on the bottom, number 3. They talk about portals to the past, present, future, sunrise and sunset. There's just a lot of thought that went into this deck. There's only one moment, the present. But still, paradoxically, your experience of the present is framed, shaped, and defined by your multi-layered relationship with the past. Your current situation has roots in the past. Enter the past portal so you can examine these roots. There may be a trauma or challenge from your childhood, adolescent, younger adulthood, coloring your view of the present. Can you see a recurring theme? I might add that it could even be more recent than young adulthood, just something from your past. Perhaps it's time to approach the situation with a greater love for yourself. Tune in deeply and ask yourself what you need. If you are being mistreated, is there a time you can recall when you were similarly mistreated, or when you mistreated someone else in a similar way? Alternatively, or additionally, there may be a family pattern coming into play from the recent or ancient past. I'm pretty sure it's not your parents or grandparents, but is it possible that your parents, grandparents, or ancestors faced a similar issue? This card could also indicate that a theme or situation from a past life is arising again now, allowing you the opportunity to approach it differently so you can heal, grow, and move on. Looking into the past should always be done with self-compassion. It's not an opportunity to find reason to criticize or condemn yourself. Filaments of the past exist in your DNA, memory, and spiritual blueprint, and you can change your relationship with all of these things, which in turn will change the things themselves. So the saying, you can't change the past, isn't precisely true. So one other thing it says, if you're not sure yet what past condition this is about, or even if you are, consult your intuition. And that's basically it. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. She has techniques in here for that. But I really feel here, this is really nice. Perhaps one of your dreams, may connect you to this past, issue or experience that, you need to get a message from. I love this deck. I really do. Let's do the Lenormand real quick on that.
Yes, 22. That is a master number. I think it's one of my numbers too, the way it kind of, with my name or something like that, I'm trying to remember. Oh. Hey, Sunny. People love your little sunny face.
All right. Well, it could involve a man that you are connected in some way with, birds. So to me, this could be family. This could be somebody else. I wonder if it's somebody you had a connection with in the past, possibly a male. The other thing is this could be somebody from the past life that you were connected with. I like that idea too. And I also like the fact that, it's this connection. It could also indicate to me, the birds are about communication, And so this could be indicating to me that you might be connecting with this energy again, perhaps in the portal of dreams. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
All right, let's move it.
And Juliet has asked, does AK is in contact with RAF to talk about them, as in Juliet? All right. I'm going to use my Karma Tarot for that, Karma Music Tarot.
Okay.
You can catch up on chat if you want.
I'm just looking, making sure I think I have to...
Right, Juliet. Interesting question.
Oh, I do have Buddy on the list. Okay. Yeah,
And-
we've got it. Okay.
And we might have to draw a yes or no if we don't get anything real clear there. We'll see.
Well, I'm going to have the Witch's Brew candy.
So tomorrow is Halloween, and tomorrow night at 10 p.m. We're doing a card-based ritual. We're going to record it, but have it premiere in our chat room here at 10 p.m.
What is it called?
It has no real great name, but it's probably Building Our Tower with Tarot. And the idea is that we, no matter what you believe, we're at a tower time. We're at a time where things are very traumatic and possibly dangerous. Building our tower is finding resources through the tarot card energies and concepts to fortify and create a ring, a barrier, a tower of protection for us. So that's tomorrow night at 10 p.m. All right, Juliet. There's the reversed Five of Cups.
No, Five of Wands, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
And then the upright moon.
Uh-huh.
And the reversed magician called the juggler in this deck.
Oh, we may have to do that, yes, no, but I don't know. I feel there could be something going on beneath the surface here. There could be maybe some talk, but I'm not sure because, I'm not sure because of that reversal. But here, this idea here with the magician reverse could indicate something, that you may not be aware of, maybe something sneaky going on. The moon indicates too, again, the moon means trust your gut on this. What is your gut trying to tell you right now? I'm wondering if the answer, you maybe already know the answer, because things do seem, or maybe it's just that things seem really uncertain. That's why I don't know if I have the answer here because of that.
Sorry about that, Victoria. I'm not sure what was going on.
Oh.
But you know what? These cards do kind of smack Juliet of a situation where something that resembles gossip or people talking behind backs is going on. My question is, with these two, AK and RAF, are they possibly positioning or manipulating against each other in this, and you're either a pawn or you're part of some other situation going on between them? Because I just sort of feel that with the Five of Wands talking about, over competition, overly competitive, and then the Magician reversed is sort of a little wonky in this context because maybe it's somebody who has better powers of discretion or whatever, but they're just not using them the right way.
Yeah, I guess we should post a schedule somewhere more permanently for our live show times. That would be a good idea. But we're always here Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday nights.
This is our general schedule that we post online, but we don't necessarily post it elsewhere.
Happy hour is usually at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays, but sometimes we have to shift it because of his work schedule.
Yeah, we try to update on Facebook and Twitter and even Instagram when there is a time change. All right, so, yeah, I could do that. I'll try to do that.
All right, so do you think we need a yes, no, or are you pretty comfortable with what you...
I think it's true. They are talking about you. And like I said, Juliet, it may be something with other significance than just dissing on you. It could have some other ramifications.
I do feel there is some talk. Yeah, whether it's positive or negative is hard to say, but... with these two reversals here,
Doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good, yeah. I don't think it feels horrible, but it really doesn't feel all that good.
So I'm going to turn to Lenormand, and I know Kit asked a question earlier about what is Lenormand. Lenormand is sort of another form of card playing that evolved from maybe more, a couple hundred years ago to a more modern form. It's similar to other kinds of card reading with the normal set of cards, but it has a symbolic value where they give a symbol to each card that is used. Anyway, here we go for Juliet. And Juliet, I drew, the first card was the bats, which are the birds, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's really, this is a Halloween Lenormand, but that's the birds. And birds talk about messages or talk. Okay, so that's the first card. The second card can influence the first card. And for the Halloween Lenormand, it's Frankenstein, but that's the bear in the normal Lenormand deck. And the bear is a symbol of strength, of a person empowering themselves or being empowered to be stronger, to be more independent.
This is very interesting. It seems as though there are powerful conversations going on here. That's what it looks like to me. Or maybe somebody is feeling their power through, these communications. It's really kind of odd. Maybe they're trying to empower themselves by talking it out. This is really kind of confusing to me, but needless to say, I do think it's happening. Now I think so more because of seeing these two cards. To me, it's indicating there's definitely some power or something going on here, some reason behind it.
I agree.
Yeah. And that's what we have for you, Juliet. I hope that's what you wanted to hear.
It no doubt will come to light because the moon is about finding out mysteries. The moon does talk about gossip, malice, deceit. So you may find out about what it actually is, or more positively, what it's about.
All right, so we're on Angel Mary, I believe, right? And then Pragati, you'll be next. I
Yes.
have my computer here with my reading on it, so we'll be able to do that for you.
So it's your deck.
yes,
and
I'm going to go.
Mr. O needs a sip of something, so he's going to...
I have brought out the
Grab some.
Nightmare Before Christmas deck because, well, it's got Halloween images on it, and it's before Christmas, so why not? So just a reminder again that tomorrow's event is going to be, it's going to be a video, but we will be live in the chat, to help direct and guide and talk about it and commiserate with people. But do join us. There'll be no readings except for the one that we're doing in the ritual, which is more of a collective one.
I'm trying to have a slightly interactive quality with it so that when we suggest that if anybody
No.
wants to
Come on.
echo certain comments we've made or say certain things, they will be allowed to. Timing is everything, so we're not going to concern ourselves with it because we realize many of us will be
Right.
from possibly different time zones. It's all really about the intent, and the intent is to create protection. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Is there a severe penalty, Kara? Okay, who are we reading?
We're reading for
Mary. Angel
Angel
Mary.
Mary.
Okay, so did you get your deck going?
I shuffled, but now I'm not sure. Do we have a question from Angel Mary? Do we need tools so we can play along?
You're welcome to bring your own tarot cards or little wands or things, but no specific great hardware or software is needed. There may be a little bit of rhyming couplets that you can kind of, meander with, and not really a meditation, but something that maybe will be relaxing as we begin.
Okay.
Yes. So, what happened to Angel Mary? Do we have a question?
Let's call for Angel Mary.
Are we ready for the countdown? Meantime, I will throw the schedule up. And besides tomorrow night's, which is out of the ordinary, we are back on Thursdays at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And if you didn't know, Banshee Show, The Material Matters, was on this morning at 10 a.m. with good information on your keys to success in business, education, and finance.
I have a few extra little twists in this episode.
Yes, it's the Halloween episode, so do watch that and like it, of course. I also had a Halloween episode on my emotional exchanges, which is my relationship-oriented reading. And, of course, I played Who's Your Monster Baby? So I used my Ghoulish Garb Tarot and the Beauty of Horror Tarot deck to describe what possible monster is pursuing you.
Okay, Pragati, we'll go ahead with your reading because Angel Mary hasn't responded. And also a reminder for those who may have come late that if you want to take advantage of a special reading sale, a 6-card Witch's Hat reading, just contact us via email at tfttarotfortoday@gmail.com and you can get in on the special offer. 6-card reading that will give a little bit of an outlook for the year ahead.
All right, so Pragati asked for the shadow reading.
Yes, and so let's shuffle again.
Okay. Clear those vibes.
Gosh.
So the way the ritual's designed, Victoria and others, is not so much as a full ritual so much, but a compromise between a ritualistic stance and a reading, because we will be throwing some cards into this and reading them and sort of looking at the idea of what these qualities bring us over the course of the year. I'm still rewriting parts of it. I've already changed a couple things several times. Do I get to shuffle?
You do, and I got to pull up the reading. I lost myself there, sorry. It would be nice, Sonny, if you could leave for a little while, because I need my computer. But I know that's not going to happen. Yep, I did it. I got him to go. Oh, look at the scary shadow. It's called What's Lurking in the Shadows spread. 3 cards. And it'll just talk about what might be really bringing you down. Something you need to bring to light, maybe. Let's see what's happening here. So, Pragati, what are you allowing to stalk you? And I mean that metaphorically, of course. Something or someone, something in your life that is really taken over. Maybe that you are obsessed with in some way. And we have the Queen of Swords here, the Queen of Needles, reversed. I feel as though what really is happening here is maybe you're being overwhelmed by a lack of clarity. You know, you feel like things right now in your life are very, very foggy. It's hard for you to find exactly what it is you need to focus the most on right now. And, you know, it's hard in those kind of instances to make, you know, decisions that you need to make for yourself.
Well, the card's called the Queen of Needles, and I wonder if this card suggests that you're needling yourself in a way, that you sort of pick on yourself for the qualities that you don't feel you should have. And so you're your own stalker in a way, or the feelings of yourself are, and that you criticize your ability to make decisions or in the aftermath of maybe some bad decisions.
Right, and that's a really good interpretation as well, Mr. O. Let's lay them all out. I might want to revisit that one. Okay, so without light, there's no shadow. What are you refusing to see or acknowledge about this situation? It's death. And so I think what you're refusing to see or acknowledge is, you know, the fact that being in this fog, being in this state of uncertainty is not allowing for the necessary changes to take place that maybe even you realize on some level needs to happen.
Maybe you can see them, but you just don't see yourself doing them. And of course, this could be because of that foggy effect from the first one. It really is the moment coming to you saying you really do have to figure out what you can do to make change.
So how can you restore harmony and balance? Wow, and it's reversed again. Hang on a minute. It's the Eight of Wands reversed. Maybe there is just something in your life you're allowing to drain your energy. Maybe it's where you're choosing to put your energy. Sometimes, you know, we spend our energy on something that is just not bearing fruit, and we know we need to make changes, but we fear making the changes we need to make because, you know, change is scary sometimes. You just never know what's going to happen once you make that change. Sometimes there's no going back. But the point here is that you can't keep spinning your wheels and putting energy in something that is not working for you.
This could also be saying, too, that maybe in general, to restore harmony or balance, you need to slow down. Bam. You need to maybe be more patient or cautious about some things. Because, of course, the change is considerable. Not that it's fundamentally vast, epic change, but for you, it makes so much of a difference to put yourself there. You want to make sure that you're ready for it.
So let's recap this again a little bit here and take a look. No, Mo,
No, we're slow.
we're we're a little slow today. But the Queen of Needles, let's look at this again. So basically, something that you need to get over, I like what Mr. O said as well here, is maybe not being so overly hard on yourself, you know. Try to lighten up on yourself more. Try, because maybe, you know, this is causing you to not achieve clarity. You have no clarity. You're just being one-sided here.
You're overly critical of yourself.
Yes. And so, you know, you need to really clear out those negative thoughts that you have and embrace the idea that you need to change. Whether this is a change in mindset, which, you know, I'm not getting a clear, if they were both swords here, I might say that for sure. But whether this is a change in mindset, in lifestyle, in your job, career, aspirations, something needs a major makeover. Something needs to be overhauled.
All right.
Oh, I thought you...
No, I'm done.
Okay, and then finally, how to restore balance and harmony. You know, I think he's right here. Maybe the need to conserve your energy more, slow down, and really start processing the next direction you need to take. And I'm going to get the Lenormand on this, and let's see what it can add.
We can do a general or a question, Mo. It's up to you. Oh, sorry. So there's the cross. And then the tower. And of course, the Tarot Tower is not the same as the Lenormand Tower.
Right. The Tarot Tower can be about, the Lenormand Tower can be about business, enterprise, which means that maybe you're worrying overly about a job or career concern, but also the Tower can be about isolating oneself. And really with the cross, I'm wondering if that's not the key here. The cross is often about deep-seated worries or sorrows or grief that seems to be really weighing you down. And so are you isolating yourself from others right now? You know, and just feeling alone in this? I think that really you need to really try to come out of that shell more if that's the case. Really engage again in society and life with people if that's the case. And if it's a work concern, you know, really sit back and think about what needs to change as relation to the Death card.
Well, Pragati, as a supplement to this lurking in the shadow spread, I think the idea of the tower, the idea of maybe you're looking at ways that you, or thinking about the things that maybe make you isolate yourself, that this is what's in the shadows for you, and that maybe what we haven't grasped is that there may be some hidden grief or some hidden emotionality that maybe you're hiding even to yourself to some degree, and that this is causing to some degree your ability to be overly critical rather than facing up to the idea for the change you need. And you can do that, but you just have to really kind of, you know it and own it to some degree.
That's what we have for you. I hope that's helped a little bit or made some sense for you. Hey, Libra.
Hi, Libra.
And I thought this reading might at least help. This, by the way, for those who are wondering what we were doing here, this is one of the 3-card readings I was offering during the Halloween season to do in place of a regular reading. And I just thought it might help Pragati with his particular situation that they brought up last week. Somehow we hit 450 subscribers!
Yay!
Woohoo! That's awesome. Hopefully
Thank you.
it's not a Halloween trick. And it's a
Okay, yeah.
real treat.
Thank you, whoever.
All right. Thank you, Violet. Okay, so we're going to move on to Sonali, I believe, right?
Mhm.
Sonali is up.
I keep looking at that candy there.
You can keep looking. We don't want to tempt you. Should Mr. O have some candy?
Others can't help you now.
You can help yourself. Others can't help you now. Okay.
Words of wisdom. Hi, Swati.
Hey, Swati. Well, we got a full list today. Okay.
I know, and we're almost at 3 already.
I know. But we're moving down. We are moving down.
Okay.
So we're waiting on Sonali.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're very welcome. We are having our own problems. I'm thinking our TV is down on the first floor here. It's not our internet. Now it's our TV. And I've kind of been working with Comcast here. I almost want to see if it's working. But I'm afraid they'll call me back if I answer them too soon. And I definitely don't want to deal with them right now. Should say Xfinity. That is their name. All right. All right, we got to bypass Sonali. And let's move on to Vinny.
And they asked, what message does my soul want me to hear?
Yes, Angel, Xfinity, Comcast, I know. And now it's our TV, and they can't figure it out. But they are supposedly, we're working on it for the last 2 hours, and I'm supposed to check if it's working when I got a text, and I got a text a little while back.
I don't know if this is everybody else's experience, but it seems like we just hang on to our television sets and stuff too long, and then they don't seem to be compatible with other aspects of cable and stuff.
We don't know if that's it, but it could be.
It could be.
We couldn't get our Amazon Fire to work with this TV. We got it to work with our small one upstairs. So we don't know if that's the problem or it's something else, but I have a feeling they're going to make me replace the box again when all is said and done.
Whose cards were used last time?
Hey, Divine You. I think it was mine because I did the...
Okay, so,
lemon.
because I want to get to Vinny's question now.
Yeah.
All right. Happy Halloween, Divine.
Did Vinny... Oh, they asked what message. Okay, got it. Well, they all are, and if it's something to do with our electric wiring or something, I mean, I hate to change services if the problem's really in here somehow. I am beginning to wonder. It's just so wacky, but I'm not sure I want to go through the trouble of getting an electrician just yet. I almost think we need to check out things on our end. And if it is Xfinity, I think I'm ready to move on. But if it's us, I want to see.
So it's an Ace of Wands.
Ace of Wands, upright?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then there's a Seven of Pentacles.
Okay.
And then a Four of Cups.
You want to go first?
Well, I think your spirit wants you to know that something new is perhaps in the offing. It may relate to new friendships or enterprises, situations. It feels like, although it is beginning, there's going to be a period of time for it to really manifest, and that maybe manifestation is actually contingent on what you're willing to put into it. And a lot of that is because this is a fungible kind of thing. It could go in a number of directions, and you may not quite be able to encompass all of that, or to know for sure in your heart or your mind what is that best direction. But you will be able to work with that flow, even if it is not appreciably fast. It's just sort of like a growthful phase that sort of nurtures.
Okay. Yeah, this is really funny. It's as if we have the Ace of Wands here, which is about the beginning of something, the beginning of a friendship, romance. It could be the beginning of a business venture, or, maybe a new job. This is always very, very positive, the Ace of Wands in a reading for something new starting and developing. Yet, when I look at these cards here, we have the Seven of Wands that's indicating, are you wondering if maybe you're up for the challenge in some way? Are you wondering if there's more that you need to do or consider before you take this on? Whether it is a personal relationship or it's something in your business realm. And then we have the Four of Cups here. And the Four of Cups to me is indicating another kind of wait and see. I don't know if it's a wait and see attitude so much as you need to step back and really think about if this is really something you're wanting to do right now or not. It's as if a cup was being offered to you, an opportunity is present, but yet you're holding back for some reason. And it could be for the reason that I indicated here, that you're not sure you're ready yet. Or that there's more that maybe you need to do.
So ultimately, Spirit says new beginnings are indicated well, but are really dependent on how much you can put into it.
And how much you want it.
Right.
Yeah.
Desire too.
Yep.
They seem like they're fated, but they still really need you. I don't know if that's a contradiction or not. So anyways, with the Lenormand,
and yes, I like his Santa Muerte tarot.
the Coffin, and Sir Pumpkinhead.
Well, I feel like maybe there's some loose ends to take care of first before you can take on this opportunity, because this looks like something has to come to an end or a conclusion before you can move forward. It's almost as if,
This is what that reluctance, or that possible reluctance, is about, is that this is coming and it represents something better, but you have to really put to bed what was still going on there, or extricate yourself from that.
and even if it's a mindset, whatever it is, something has to come to an end. A certain way of thinking, like maybe thinking that you don't have what it takes to see this through, or worries that you may have about this, or, second guessing yourself or something. That has to come to an end before you can pursue whatever this opportunity is for you.
Yes.
So I think that's what
loose threads.
Your soul wants you to know is tie things up. Make sure you're prepared for a new chapter.
And that's what we have
A
for
new
you.
beginning. All right. that's what we have for you, Viddy. Good luck with that.
And Aaliyah's here, and I see their question. Very interesting.
All right, let's take a look at that.
Yes.
My deck. All right.
Mr. O's neck's a little stiff.
Oh.
Yes.
You know, I was going to wear my pumpkin, I brought it. I don't know where I put it.
The pumpkin poncho?
My pumpkin poncho. Maybe I'll slip it on. And we can be two pumpkins.
Yes.
All right, Mr. O.
That's right. It's almost time for pumpkin pie season.
Oh my gosh, I want to bake a pumpkin pie this year. I'm going to do it. I'm not sure yet if it'll be a bona fide pumpkin pie. I might make a
What's
pumpkin...
a bona fide pumpkin pie?
Well, I
Nancy?
might decide to make a pumpkin cheesecake, or you remember that recipe I had for pumpkin pie cheesecake cake or whatever it was called?
Yeah.
Pumpkin cake cheesecake? I can't remember.
I like a regular
was
pumpkin
pretty
pie too,
good.
and I baked a few of those, you know. All right. We're too orange for everyone.
Hey, Mr. O, is there a pumpkin dump cake?
Probably. Yeah. I'll find it.
I know you like to make that. Well, it's interesting. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is popping up a bit.
Yeah.
Here it is for you, upright, and we're going to talk about that, Aaliyah. Yeah, and then we got the Ten of Pentacles, reversed. Oh, man. And then the Five of Imps.
Wait, I need to position it. There we go. And then the Five of Imps. Uh-oh.
Upright. Yeah,
Oh,
Leah,
no.
Leah. Danger, danger.
Danger, danger, Aaliyah.
No, I have to say here, this Seven of Pentacles is saying, really think about what you want to do before you do it. You know, think about the potential consequences of what you say, how you say it, how you approach it, because it's obvious here you feel like something needs to be done. You just don't know what. And I'll tell you, there is some red flags here.
On the bright side, it would be best to say, too, that this really does say you really should think about it. You really want to. You can think about this. And it's really a matter of just saying, what is the earth or the air or the water that this thing needs to grow, you know? Or...
Go ahead.
No, that was...
Well, or, now let's look at this Ten of Pumpkins here. The Ten of Pumpkins is the Ten of Pentacles. And, I really think this is talking about the discord you're going through right now in your tribe or your work environment, because often this is the card of family, and you know, in its own way, the workplace is like a second family, for better or worse. I mean, you know, you spend a lot of time with these people, and you know, it's like a tribe, and there is disruption here. There is some disagreements about things that need to be worked through. Do you want to go before I go to this one?
Yeah,
They fit.
I'm rather feeling that this sort of says that there's not going to be a great deal of support from others in your workplace for you. It's not that they're
If you
dissupportive.
talk, I think.
It's not that they're dissupportive, but don't look to them necessarily to take sides or to mete out, you know, the proper, you know, sentence or whatever. I don't feel that's going to happen. It is kind of like you're on your own.
The Five of Imp indicates competition, struggles, quarreling, jealousy. It's as if, you know, this is clearly a really excellent card for workplace dramas. You know, can be positive, it can be constructive, but again, it all has to do with how willing people are to listen to one another and to talk respectfully to one another.
I agree with all of that, and I think it takes us back to the first one. I think this is just saying it's a sense of you having the timing of knowing if and when it is the right moment to approach the situation or the right strategy to bring it forward.
So I just wanted to, this does look very cautionary. You may want to really give this some thought before you go ahead and do that. And remember, I understand they attacked you, but one of the things you have to remember when you approach arguments like that is just letting them know how it made you feel. Not saying, you did this, you did that, blah, blah, blah. Just say, I feel as though, I feel offended because your words, or because these words hurt me, and I don't understand why. Try to disassociate. Don't, because when you do, you did this, you did that, they look at that as kind of an attack back. And then people take a defensive posture, and now you've got two sides on the defensive. So
we're not saying no, we're just sort of saying you have to really think about this a bit.
Well, let me put it to you this way. If you don't have anything constructive to say, don't go there. If you're going to react instead of try to act and solve the problem, because there is definitely like a fight brewing here. Now let's take a look at the Lenormand before we go any further, because that might shed a little more light on this. I would say give this careful thought. This card is indicating you really need to think it through and what you hope to gain from it. And if you feel that environment is going to be really hostile, you might want to consider moving on at some point.
I mean, those could be pitchforks, No, not really.
It does have its plus side, the Five of Wands, but because that 10 is reversed too, I'm not so sure I'm looking at the positive element of that card. So was it a woman? I think it was. First card I drew. And then the Rider. So I don't know. This could be that person, or this could be you. And the Rider has double meanings for me here. The Rider could indicate that somebody is going to communicate. There is going to be a communication about this. So that's either you deciding to do it, or maybe they're not done yet, and maybe they have something to say. The other thing that this could indicate is somebody's moving. Somebody's moving on. Like, I don't know if it's this woman, or I don't know if it would be you.
That was more my feeling, was that it talked about movement, and of course in the idea of a workplace, it could just be that ultimately they might want to move away, if they can, if there's a lateral way that they can move into another department or another situation, to the other end of the office, 30 feet away from you. That's what I feel could happen. It could also be too that maybe they might try, if they have more influence there, they might suggest that maybe you're the person that needs to be moved somewhere. Not sure about that one though.
So tread carefully, I would say right now, maybe let it sit a little longer. And, but I don't know. You have to go with, your feelings too. If you're finding it very difficult now to work with that person, then maybe you need to talk it out. True. Maybe you need to talk with somebody up above that person and get them to mediate or something, or let them know, I'm feeling very uncomfortable now and I could use your advice how to handle this. I would just tread carefully, the cards are saying. Be careful. And that's what we have for you. All right.
Okay, so we're on Mohaha, and
Yes,
Mohaha has asked about Selah.
Yeah, I saw that. How does Selah feel about me? Romantic feelings. Okay, we'll see.
So I'm going to use my Ghost Tarot.
All right.
Because it's Halloween, not for any other particular reason. I like it though.
Alrighty. I'm going to move to my trick or treat deck next.
You're welcome, Aaliyah, and good luck. Let us know.
Alright. Yeah, keep us posted. Good luck with that. It's never fun. I've lost sleep over so many
Toxic workplace things.
Yes.
Even when they're just a little bad, they can be horrible.
They can be horrible. And, we spend so much of our lives, at work. It's really very bad and damaging when it reaches toxic levels. All right. I think I'm going for the bones.
It may be, I don't know. Okay, this is the Eight of Swords.
It could be Aaliyah. Keep that in mind.
And it's
That's the
reversed.
Eight of Swords. Okay, reversed.
And then there's the Nine of Wands reversed.
Hmm.
And then the Queen of Cups upright.
Oh.
So I wonder if Selah does have feelings for you. Maybe they've had a hard time coming out, but maybe now they're feeling like they can come out of whatever was holding them back. It is possible too that maybe they still feel like there's a dichotomy there between coming out and expressing themselves, but maybe also too feeling like they're not quite brave or strong enough to say what they feel. But there's some sort of emotionality there. That's the Queen of Cups, and she's almost like bingo on people's feelings of heartfelt affection towards somebody.
Absolutely. I feel that strongly here that there could be some tender feelings, some possible romantic interest, here. However, there's an issue with Mr. O really pretty nailed that one because it does fit together nicely. I feel that with the nine of wands, it's indicating somebody who just needs to build up their courage more, or maybe they're afraid that if they reveal how they feel that they will that it will fail, that they will be defeated, that they will fail. I also feel here with the Eight of Swords that, what they need to do, I guess if I looked at these in combination like he did, they need to really gather up their courage and their strength and trust in themselves enough, feel confident enough to move forward with this and not give up. Some people, they just want to give up without even trying sometimes. And that's what I feel what might be happening here. But there's definitely some feelings here.
And the Queen of Cups really is a person who's strong enough to be, comfortable with that range of emotionality. So I think that's really their guiding point, is that despite, how they're working it around in their head, they really have this very strong feeling. So I'm going to throw the Lenormand. Yeah, I see that. Thanks, Violet. And our first one, Mo, is the dagger, which is the cross. Looks like a cross, right? And then the haunted house, which is, of course, the house. So this influences that. So...
Well, that's the cross, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the haunted house, the cross. So I feel here they definitely are having some insecure feelings. You know, sometimes the house is about comfort and security, and they're just worried. They feel insecure and worried about expressing themselves right now. Maybe, maybe the possibility exists here that they just need more time. They just need more time to feel comfortable to truly express themselves. That's what I think.
I agree with that. I think the idea here is that this feeling that they may actually have for you, Mo, is very profound on certain levels, and that maybe it's so strong that it actually makes them feel sad that maybe they can't quite get there. It's sort of like, like the ultimate soap opera where, somebody pines away for somebody to loved and to have lost, without ever saying a word about their deep affection. So it could be like that epic, literally, or at least to them, maybe it feels that way. Maybe they also feel too that maybe you're inapproachable. Maybe the grief idea is that maybe they just feel they could never really be with a person like you or be able to approach a person like you. So maybe you have to ponder this some more, but maybe it's up to you to kind of address it.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
And that means we're on Kara, who wants to know what Freya has in store for them. I think that's what they said. What does Freya have for you? Moo-ha-ha. Yeah, I agree with Kit. I think that Swathi was sort of asking to be put on the list.
Swathi's there now.
Okay, that's cool.
All right.
Yes, we got to do that. We got to hold on to her and keep her in place. It's your deck, by the way.
We know. Oh my gosh. I have to say, I really love this Bones Kit Kat.
You wouldn't pick a bone over it, right?
Mm-mm.
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 We know it wasn't intentional, but we're still going to have to punish you for that, by the way.
Please ignore the man in the pumpkin shirt. All right. So we are on Kara, right?
Yes, and Kara wants to know
Freya.
what Freya has in store. You
It's
guys
hard
are
to
a
keep
riot.
us in line, believe me.
That's right, Kara. You are.
Kira, I like the Witch's Brew, but these bones with the white creamy cream is really, really good. Definitely like this one better.
Rumor has it you're off probation somewhere tomorrow, though, just in time for Halloween.
Ah,
Okay, what does Freya have for you?
she has some pentacles. 8 of them.
Ooh, look at that. And it looks like Cruella de Villa with a cigarette. Am I near? Am I close?
She also has strength. But then she's got the 10 of Pentacles reversed.
Uh-oh. That's pretty kitschy.
Well,
A lot of pentacles.
there is a lot of pentacles here. So I think what this is saying right now is, you need to work harder on, I don't know if this is family relations or monetary situations. It might also indicate, that maybe it's time to look at the value of what you're doing or not in your life, as far as material matters go. It's time for you to maybe put some of your attention into, financial affairs and money and maybe how to make life better for yourself.
I don't know if you have it now, but I get the feeling like you have a situation in your family, in your home where you live, or with people you know, or are related, or you think of as your family or one of your families. And I think it's sort of something that you have to, you're feeling like there's something you have to work with here, and it may be that there's a contention. I mean, when I see these two, they're literally like,
Yeah, I wonder.
like adverse to each other. That's what I sort of feel like. They're two different kind of families. You know, this is a Munster surrogate. This is a 1,000 Dalmatians. But it's the idea that maybe there's somebody who maybe or will be contrary to you, or you'll be contrary to them, and you're going to have to work really to resolve the situation. And I have a feeling somebody's trying to force you into a position backing down. And Freya is basically saying, no, if you're really right here, don't back down in this situation. You may have to, do some heavy lifting there, but don't let, whoever these people are kind of put you on that notice of a sense.
But strength is...
Yeah, I know that.
But strength is kind of... Yeah, I figured that, Kara. So when he was talking about family, I thought, maybe this is a family issue that needs to be worked on. Maybe there is just some disagreement.
Or it's coming.
Or that is coming, that you're going to have to put some work into to make people feel better about it. I also think here with strength, it's saying, yeah, you have to work on this and you have to stand up for yourself if you believe you're right. But the bottom line here is to not be overbearing about it,
Okay.
A lot of people don't like to be told they're wrong. And so how you do it is really important. In other words, in subtle ways, prove the value of your stand. Don't have to shout it. You don't have to get angry. You can just show it through words and actions and other ways that your way is really the right way.
Lenormand.
Lenormand. So yeah, this is the time of year. I mean, now we're getting around the holiday season, and it just seems as though people get really tense and irritable with each other.
They're just
families. Let's forget the whole election thing that's going on. Just in general, sometimes these holidays like Thanksgiving, etc., that will be coming up, they bring out the worst in people. Oh, good grief. Well, what the heck? Just forget all that, Kara. Everything is going to be A-OK, Freya says.
Would you like to swing on a star?
You get the star a lot, I think. I seem to recall that. But look what you've got along with it. Another star. Our sun.
Your personal star.
And, I think this is saying is this will resolve itself. There's really no worries. It's just that maybe there's just some disappointments, some disagreements, and if you handle it right and you don't allow it to get the better of you, everything should be fine. The future looks really bright. There's success. There's hope.
Right. Freya is really saying, stand your position, but don't, I think Banshee had the better course, is like, don't be afraid to be amenable to some amount of compromise. And really, this is about, finding that best position, too.
That's a good point.
Where you're at with everybody.
Right.
Good.
This will, if nothing else, too, this whole situation, I think you'll learn something from this. You will grow from this, and everything is going to get better. Whatever the case may be, it will get better.
All right.
So that's what we have for you, Kara. Good luck with that.
Good luck,
and
Kara.
Angel, I hear ya.
Nope, we haven't done that for many years.
Well, now for many years, right. And our son, he usually goes to the in-laws' house now. I think they're doing that for this, next Thanksgiving. Yeah. So we'll be on our own again.
Yeah, I have thoughts.
I do too.
Do you?
Yeah.
What?
I'm not telling. I'm not spilling yet.
I saw a recipe in Good Housekeeping for spicy turkey
Oh, yeah,
roast.
he did. And I still want to make my glaze either way.
Ooh.
That'll make it even spicier.
Ooh. Okay, so Buddy Blue asks, what are my spirit guides and the heavens saying about the letting go of your Libra? Yes, I know you've asked about this before, and I know that's sad. So basically, we're wondering if it's supported by your spirit guides that you might have to consider this.
All right. Well, my family's just gone now pretty much. So other than my son, and his family, I really have hardly anybody left in the line. Mr. O, of course, just lost his mom. And so we used to get together with friends on Thanksgiving, too. We used to have some friends by. But oftentimes they're visiting family, too, now. So it gets tough. Yeah, absolutely, Victoria. Just leave the question with Violet and we'll get to it. Good to see you.
Right. If we can indicate to you on a DM or something where it's at, we will.
Yeah, we will.
So bug out.
Dr. V, let's add Dr. V. I know we're going to run late, but we haven't been able to read for Dr. V. So we'll try to fit you in, but let's close the list after that, Violet.
Yeah, I think so. We'll take Victor for Victoria. Well, actually, we're going to do
We're going to do her too.
Okay, it's
Right.
You want me to cut or did you go to cut?
Oh, I guess I should cut, shouldn't I? Sorry about that.
Thanks, Violet. Okay, so what do your spirit guides say about letting go of Libra? And our first one is the reversed King of Wands. Then there's the Eight of Cups. That one's upright. And then there is the reverse Nine of Cups. And so I do sort of feel that maybe that is what the spirit guides would say, that you may have to accept that. The Eight of Cups maybe is showing you, moving towards something else, moving away, leaving behind maybe some sense of what was not possible. The Nine of Cups reversed itself may be saying the acknowledgement that to continue hoping for that is only damaging to your own heart and to yourself, that maybe you're just putting yourself through more sadness by thinking it could happen again. But that first card is the King of Wands reversed, and that may be saying really that you're not that person's one, in a sense, or that they're not also maybe your one by the same standard.
I like what he said here. I do. I have a slightly different take on it, but it's pretty close, I feel. Buddy, this is saying maybe don't be so hard on yourself that this didn't work out, and don't keep, maybe this is also, don't keep trying to make something work that maybe is not meant to be. One or both of you are meant to move on to something better with the Eight of Cups here upright. I'm almost feeling like this is saying along with this Nine of Cups, even though you did not get what you wanted, you did not get what you desired, there is something better out there. There is something better awaiting you, and you just have to believe, and trust in that, as opposed to trying to maybe hold on to something that ultimately just wasn't, going to be in your best interests in the end.
Okay, so I'm going to do the Lenormand.
'23 the year. I hope so, Victoria.
Okay, so your first card, Buddy Blue, is the Coffin. And then the second card is the Key.
That's it. Right there. That's it.
The key is you have to accept it is over.
You have to accept this ending because, there is something to aspire for, to move forward towards. So That's the good news in all of this. And I have to say, even though I hate seeing the Nine of Cups reversed, because that's indicating you really didn't get what you wanted. You really wanted this to work. But this Eight of Cups is really nice too, because it's one of my favorite cup cards, one of them, because it really does say that there is something so much better awaiting you. Just take that journey. Don't be afraid to take the new steps towards a new beginning. That's what we have for you.
All right, buddy. Take care. We will see you again.
All right.
And
I
Kit
think
is
we're
up.
on Kit. Hey, Kit.
Hey, Kit.
Good to see you. Hope things are working out well.
Darn, I know I'm going to have some.
You're welcome, buddy. Well,
You're
I'm
welcome.
not eating them all here, so they're going to sit here staring at you.
Which one's the dark chocolate?
I've had one of each now, except for the peppermint. I didn't bring a dark chocolate. This would be the darkest chocolate here.
I see. Any romantic relationship in your future. That's your deck.
All right. And we'll go with my ghost tarot. So, yeah.
Okay, you forced me. I'm going to have one.
I forced
It's all
you.
your fault.
Oh, that's good. Good to hear.
Good for you.
All right.
You want to do it as a yes or no, or as 3 cards, or what?
I think we should do it as 3 cards. And it's not really a yes or no, any romantic relationship. Oh, I guess it is. I'm sorry.
What's that?
Nothing. Let's do 3 cards. So.
Okay.
Let's see what we get.
So it's Kara's fault. All along it was Kara's fault.
Wow, this Ten of Pentacles is popping up a lot today. There's the Ten of Pentacles upright. Wow, and there's the Knight of Pentacles upright. And the Wheel of Fortune's reversed. This is really interesting right now because I don't see romantic prospects at the moment. Now, in your future is a very vague kind of thing. So I don't want to say it's never going to happen because the wheel is one of those things that's very transitory. The wheel is always spinning. So it's down right now, but it will come back up again. It's just a matter of time. Right now, I really think the cards want you to focus on yourself and your career. I don't see any romance in these cards, but I see some positive energy as far as money and financial stability goes, and building up security in that area of your life right now.
That's what I was going to say with the Ten of Pentacles, that it really looks more like solidifying management or security of your life in general. So this could pertain to your job or to your financial areas. It's not as likely to be about, romance. It could be about maybe friends in some way, but it's probably more just about security things. The Knight of Pentacles says really you are going to be working on just applying yourself towards your present circumstance, which is maybe getting situated with the job you mentioned and things like that. And in general, the future is an open book. The Wheel of Fortune may say that in terms of your question, romance-wise, things are not on the horizon, but the wheel spins around, so that horizon comes back into focus at some point.
Well, it's interesting because I think November 8th is like the new moon. So you like to look at the wheel cycle as being the moon cycle. Maybe by the moon following, things will change. So maybe from new moon
That's
to
true,
new
too.
moon, Things aren't looking that positive in the romantic environment. But I would say ask again within a month, and see if the energies have changed. Let's look at the Lenormand and see what they say.
I'm more likely to feel that way about the moon's presence in a reading like this that it is about, another moon cycle, maybe,
Right.
and it happens. But it's always not necessarily very determinate.
All right, one more. Wow. Speaking of moons, well,
Got
first
another?
off, we have the bouquet,
Oh.
which is the flowers, and then we have the moon.
And of course, this moon,
Is a little different from the other moon. However, I think this is just reaffirming the fact that, romance and relationships will come. And when they do, they will bring you great joy. It will bring you great joy. So I think this is just saying right now is not the time. But seeing this card pop up here, because this could also be positive for the work environment.
That's
But in
true.
the Lenormand, it has little romancy things too. And considering that the bouquet is here, which is about joy and happiness, I can't help but think this is just reaffirming the fact that it will come, but not right now.
my feeling is it's not majorly awaiting you, but maybe within, some appreciable time afterwards, couple months even, less.
The Lenormand is really interesting, but it is very nuanced. Should you ever get a deck, I can try to recommend a couple of good sources for you for books to read on it. And it may seem almost as daunting in a way as the tarot, and there's only 36 cards, but it's not. There is a system, and once you start getting used to how some of the cards could connect together and the different meanings, it's really fascinating. I like the Lenormand a lot. I like reading them separately as well as with the tarot like we do here.
And that's the thing I think about them too, that they really are meant, maybe in a way that tarot is too, but in a more direct way, to have connections to the other cards that they fall near or by.
Yeah, so that's what we have for you, Kit. Thanks for stopping
luck.
in. Good luck with that. And glad to hear the job is working out so far. All right, we are on, I think it's Angel Rivera.
It's Angel Rivera.
Hey, Angel. What's going on in your world? You are welcome, Kit.
You're welcome, Kit.
Okay. Oh, the Santa Muerte Tarot.
Oh, sure. Would love to.
Top and bottom.
Top and bottom.
Yeah, I got the Oracle, and I should be bringing that out. I don't know where it is right now. I thought I did bring it down here. I've got to check. I got to hunt around. I could use that this Thursday.
I was thinking about using this deck with my Halloween ritual, but my understanding is that as a being of some sort, Santa Muerte sort of doesn't like to be
Cross the streams.
cross the streams with the other, spirits and deities out there. So I decided I probably wouldn't do that.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
Some
you
things
mentioned
just
that
aren't meant
before.
to blend together, really. Yeah, I need to bring it out. It will be perfect for, I think, November. Oh, what did I do here?
Oops. A couple got in there. Sorry.
Maybe they're just, a few. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. I don't see anything else. All right, it might be, but
Top and bottom. Okay, so we have a reverse Two of Wands.
Oh, that's awesome. That'll be cool, Angel. I'm
will
going to
look for
bring out
that.
my Santa Muerte Lenormand next week again, too. So that'll be back. So what do we have here?
Two of Wands.
Two of Wands reversed. Well, it just seems like plans right now have to be put on hold, maybe, that you had, whether it's because of, situations in your work environment right now or other matters that have come up in your personal life. It just seems as though there's some delays in getting things off the ground, or it's possible maybe that something you tried to make happen or develop, you maybe have to think it and start over again.
I wonder if you thought something was done and that your way was clear to either enhance that or move on, and then you now find that maybe that's not the case, that there's still something there you need to work on.
Yeah, so like I said, it's either you're just putting things on hold because it's just too many other things going on, too many irons in the fire right now, or the timing is just not right. Let's see what the bottom has to say.
And it's another reversed Wheel of Fortune.
Wow. Again, and didn't I just say before he pulled that, the timing is just not right now.
I like the interesting idea that it looks nearly the same, although one is white, one is black. And maybe this is saying really that this thing that, is not right, that it still has things that don't clearly lead one way or the other. It's still too much in the middle, which is sort of this balance aspect there. You need it to provoke one way more than the other.
And it's interesting to get these two together because I just felt that, maybe there's just too much going on, but it's also just a matter of timing, too. Luck is not on your side. Fate is not on your side. Circumstances are not on your side. And maybe, you'll get some signs and, synchronicities that make you aware of that.
Okay, so real quick, the Lenormands. The Headless Horseman, that's the rider, right? So movement towards something or news about something. And then the Dark Heart.
Well,
so you're going to love, I guess, the direction you ultimately begin going in. You're going to really like how this clears out and how things relieve and you can move clearly towards something, because maybe that's what the problem has been, is that you haven't been able to clearly decide or move or create something different.
Right. I think this is just, as a follow-up to these here, I think what they're saying is ultimately, something that you've really wanted to set in motion, you will be able to set in motion once the timing is right. And again, like in the previous reading, this may be, just a moon cycle has to pass before things start to improve.
Makes sense. Alrighty, that's what we had.
So we have for you. It's interesting because, I know you just have been inundated right now. So
I had such a busy day at my library yesterday.
Hopefully things will finally shift and clear.
Alrighty, thanks, Angel.
Good luck with that, Angel.
And Starry asked...
General, I think.
General reading. Starry Boo. All right. And you're welcome, Angel.
Hey, Starry Boo. I'm going to go back to this one. You're welcome. Hey, Angel, guess what's coming Tuesday to my house? The DC Comics Tarot. I can't wait.
Is Black Adam death?
I don't know.
Is Superman the sun?
I don't know. DC Comics. I always preferred Marvel over DC, but, DC has such iconic characters as well. It is going to be a little pippy as I've looked it over a little bit more. But it's not bad. I mean, it's going to remind me in some ways a little bit like the Star Trek Next Gen one. And what did Mr. O tell me? Guess what?
There's a Star Trek First Generation tarot coming out. The original series.
Well,
I said First Generation.
How can I resist that?
It looked kind of neat. Looked kind of neat. Yeah, we're doing your general now, Starry. Thanks. Okay, Starry.
You have the King of Candles. The King of Candles is upright.
That's the King of Wands.
The King of Wands. Ooh, you also have the Knight of Needles poking you there with that little trident.
The Knight of Needles.
The Knight of Swords is upright. Have another upright card. Hey, you've got the Tarot Moon here. The Moon is upright.
All right, so your cards are all upright, which we love for a change. And you have the Moon too.
Well,
so general reading.
Go ahead if you want.
Okay, so the King of Wands says maybe your emphasis will shift a little bit towards expansion of business ideas you may have, or maybe of friendships you have, or things growing. So you may try to find yourself involved with or managing or contributing to growthful things, whether they're people or whether they're projects that maybe involve growing things, crafting things, creating things. It's about creativity, not necessarily physical growth, like gardening. But if you tell me you're a gardener, I'll be like, yeah. No. The Knight of Swords is the energy of this too, because it seems to want to move quickly. So maybe this is connected to the idea that there's an opportunity, or you see an opportunity where you can really pour yourself into this creative task possibly. And I think this is coming soon, within the next few weeks perhaps. And then the Moon says really it's because you figured or saw something there that really is valuable to you, or shows you this way of expressing that, or the idea that it is this good opportunity.
Well, this is an interesting reading, and honestly, I'm not sure if this ties into any one area of your life, whether it's romance or business, or education. I look at this a little bit differently. I just see here that this Knight of Needles, the Knight of Swords to me may be a key here. That there's some decision or move you want to make or are thinking of making, whether it is in regards to relationship or something, or it's in regards to business, career. It's hard for me to say, but you're beginning to realize that now is the time when you should act on something. And I don't know, with this energy of the King of Wands here and the Knight of Swords, I almost feel like there's really an urge to do this now. And this is a time where you could really showcase either your talents, your abilities, your appearance, your looks, all of these things, things that make you shine, or things that you want others to respect and appreciate about you. This is the time to really shine. The Moon is indicating too that you almost feel that the time is right. Your gut is trying to tell you, this is my time right now to make this move, to do something that will put me in the spotlight. Whether that's in the romantic spotlight of somebody you admire, or whether this is for a job or career, or some opportunity that you're seeking out right now.
That's fine, Violet. That's okay. No, I agree with what you just said there, and I think that this energy, whether it is about any particular area of your life or maybe a little bit of all, is really strong right now and should be a good thing for you, Starry. So let's do the Lenormand?
Yes, I want to see what the Lenormand is going to add to this, definitely.
Do you know how far back Purgati is?
Oh, man. Purgati, you were the 5th reading that we did, number 5. So go back to the beginning, and you're the fifth person. Angel, well, no, not Angel Mary. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. You're the fourth reading. Fourth. Because Angel Mary did not show up for her turn. So you are after Juliet and before Vidi.
Okay, and Victoria's next and has asked if she will make a name for herself in the paranormal community.
Well, we'll get to that in a moment. Let's finish Starries.
So, Starry, your reading looks pretty good. It really seems like you have some good things to look forward to, energy-wise, and maybe various areas of your life. You have the bouquet in the Lenormand, which is a gift. And you have the key, which is the key.
This is really interesting because now the bouquet can mean a lot of things. It can mean a gift. It can mean joy, happiness. The key is this is going to be a very positive experience for you. But I think what it's really saying here is the key for you is to showcase your gifts, your talents, what you have to offer in whatever situation this is.
And I did talk about, we both did the creative aspects of that King of Wands there. So,
well,
yeah.
if it's a relationship, it's showcasing what you have to give to somebody, what you have to offer. I just think this is very positive all the way around. This looks like a really good cycle for you right now.
I guess it's saying make yourself and what you have the key to how you express yourself in the world.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hope this makes sense for you. It's very good. So
Thanks.
good luck with that,
Thanks,
Starry. Good to see you. And to answer your question earlier, we're both doing fine.
Yes.
Just fine.
Thanks for
Got my
asking.
flu shot.
Yeah, we both got our flu shots
I
this
do
last
think
week.
I had a reaction to the flu shot, though. I was really out of it yesterday.
All right, Swathie's backing up Violet. Yes.
Much better today. So we're up to Victoria.
Victoria would like to know.
Yes.
Well,
Your deck?
yeah. I'm
How
gonna
about
use
that one? Yeah.
the
Karma.
Karma Tarot. Okay. Do you want to do it as a yes or no?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I want to see what aspects pop up here. Let's see what we have. We're doing pretty good here time-wise. So I know we're going to go over time, but we've only got Victoria, Libra, Swathi, Divine, and Violet.
Dr. Victor.
Oh, did I mention? Oh,
Victor or Victoria?
Dr. V.
Here you go.
Okay, maybe we're not doing that well, so we'll hurry.
Our best to you, Starry Boo. Thank you. And we're excited because somewhere in the early part of this live stream, we hit up to 450 subscribers.
Woohoo! All right. Let's go.
Victoria. Knight of Cups.
Ooh, I'm liking that.
Then the Hanged Man.
Liking that, sorta, kinda.
And then the Ace of Coins. Well, it's probably even more important that maybe there'll be money in it.
Holy cow!
Making a name and money. Who knows, right?
2023 could be the start of something, Victoria. You asked specifically about that, and the Ace of Coins is here with something is beginning for you that will be very growthful, very prosperous. I almost think, too, that, I know the paranormal world fascinates and brings you joy. You enjoy the stuff, and the Knight of Cups is here to say something, joyful is going to be happening for you. Hey, maybe a little romance as well. Who knows? But, it does look like there is positive energy towards something growthful, and maybe you have to broaden your reach a little bit in order to get there. You know, the Hanged Man sometimes just says broaden your perspective, broaden your ideas on what you feel is successful, or maybe where you see yourself actually being in the community next year.
Well, maybe that's what leads to the more successful stance that the Ace of Coins brings, is the fact that the opportunities or the path you move does in fact broaden your appeal or your ability to have access for these things to be successful.
You're welcome, Starry.
You're welcome, Starry.
Yeah, I like that, because maybe this does lead to it. You know, this is just saying that you are on a path that will bring you joy. Now is time, and you have opened your mind to where to how you approach, getting this start, to happen for you. And I think it's going to be real. I think it's definitely going to happen.
That Knight of Cups is a person who quests towards something that they desire strongly. It could be a person, but could also be what you're asking for too. And I think that's what it's saying, is you're moving towards that. So we're going to do the Lenormand now.
All right.
And there is the Lady Pumpkinhead. That is you.
That's you, but
There is the Gate, which is the mountains.
so
It's hard work.
it's hard work. I mean, I have a feeling that this could, that you may have to jostle some things around to make this happen. There may be some hurdles or some mountains you have to climb to get there, but you will get there. It's just a process. I really feel that it just means, hey, more mountains to climb.
Well, the mountains represent things that are obstacles, and so in a sense it sort of aligns a little bit with the Hanged Man, the idea of maybe taking on other views, because it really opens you up to those situations that may be challenges. And then, of course, mountains are made of rock, and the Ace of Coins has a big old rock in the center.
That's true.
Be solid, be firm.
Hang in there, and be there for the whole ride, because I think something's going to be moving and shaking for you. So good luck with that. Libra is up.
There's an echo in the chat room.
I love it. 2 tarot readers better than 1? Are 2 moderators better than 1? And that is not a slight to you, Violet, at all.
Right.
I'm just seeing both of you doing that. And it's fun.
So Libra asked, what message do I need to know? Your deck.
Oh, God. Silly me. All right, there you go. Okay, I gotta have one of each that's here. So it's time for a York peppermint patty. And I love York peppermint patties. I think he gets tired of them because I always buy them for any seasonal.
Thank you, Dr. Victor.
Any seasonal celebration. Ah, thank you,
That's
Dr.
very sweet
V.
of you. Thank you.
Two pumpkin tarot readers today. All right. It's Strength reversed. Six of Cups is reversed. Poop. They're all reversed. And it's that darn Five of Swords reversed. Well, I can't speak for Mr. O here, but I seem to have noticed lately, Libra, that your readings have really been kind of up and down. They really have seemed to go the extremes. And today, it looks like we have another one that's going in the other direction. Is there something surfacing from your past that, whether it's a person coming back or a situation, something from your past that's surfacing that is causing some discord, something that you really need to walk away from or let go? Strength reversed here indicates that maybe you need to more forcefully shut this door.
Right. There may be a situation that you can escape from. It does seem to have a past connection. It may be a person who just can't get over something that happened between you. But you will probably be best served really by just not engaging. So if you know what this is about, that's what you need to know, that maybe there's even a hint of, I won't say danger, but just distasteful feelings or unpleasantness that could happen from it. And that it's really the kind of situation that you mostly, Libra, don't have any tools to really fight with or work with, even if it's a battle, wits or things. It's like you have nothing to win here, so you really should just avoid it.
Totally agree. Nobody ends up happening. Some things from the past are just best left in the past. Dredging up old things that could cause conflict or discord, there's enough in life now to cause conflict and discord. Let whatever it is from the past go and move on.
Thanks, Swati.
Yep, I saw all that. Thanks especially for the pumpkin head comment.
Did you see that I was wearing a top hat today? They always said you have to have the head to wear the hat. Right, Pumpkinhead? I mean, Banshee?
What? What was that? Well, this is interesting.
There's that moon again. And the clover. And of course, the moon is itself a sign of fortune.
Yeah, how can I almost feel like this is kind of an afterthought to these cards, Libra. I really feel you will find your luck and your success once you clear out this situation.
Well, maybe it says you'll be lucky, sort of obscuring, hiding. The moon, can be, something that hides things as well as discovers
things. Sounds like tarot. Yeah.
So, well, okay, true, but you may be lucky, really, moving away from this to something that's better. The moon represents maybe something that's more of a likable interest as opposed to what we think is maybe an unpleasant past experience. Sunny can be the bunny. Aw.
I have the magic wand to pop it out of his hat. Anyway.
Thank you, Swati.
Maybe this also means that, through luck, you will be successful in avoiding any long-term fallout from this. But really, it's best to avoid it completely.
That's what I think, yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so good luck, Libra. Blood sugar's dropping? Could be.
Well, not here.
Not here.
But I do think I'm done with my snacking now. 3 small candies.
So I guess it's my turn to start.
Yes, and we are on Swati, I believe.
Swati?
I think so.
Mm.
List order is Swati, Divine You, Dr. V. Yep. Okay, Swati. Got a question?
Yes. Not quite.
Not quite, Dr. V. We're doing Swati, and then Divine You, and then you'll be after that. I'm sure Swati is busy. There we are. All right. Oh no. The new job offer.
Is it your deck or mine?
I get this offer. This could be a yes, no. I think it's your deck.
What did we use?
What?
Which deck did we use?
I don't care.
Of yours.
Was it my Halloween trick or treat?
It
I
was.
think that was the last one I used.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, because I remember using my Shadowland for that.
I'm
We had the
using
moon.
the Ghost Tarot again.
In case you were
So
wondering.
will you get this job offer again? Yes, we have your question, Swati.
Yep, we're working on it right now, Swati.
It's about the job offer. That you haven't gotten it yet. The Nine of Cups.
Okay.
The Eight of Cups. The reversed Five of Cups.
I like this.
I like it.
If it's not this offer, it could be something else, but the way I'm going to read this is basically if your desire and your wish is to move on to something better, more happy, or bringing you more fulfillment, there will be an opportunity presented to do so.
It's possible this opportunity may have something from the past, like maybe you know somebody from this other place or situation,
It could
but
be.
it's not necessarily true. It just sort of represents a fresh break that maybe seems familiar, perhaps, but it's definitely about the idea that, it sort of feels like it's faded in a way. That there's a sense of that. The Nine of Cups is, of course, the wish card. In the Ghost Tarot, it sort of looks like there are no barriers that can prevent some wishes or some sense of a communication between worlds. And so I think that's what that's saying, is that this really has a strong fate feel to it.
Yeah, having the wish card in here is very, very positive. The Eight of Cups, though, as I have said before, and it's interesting because we kind of had them follow but differently in a previous reading. And this was reversed, I think, the Nine of Cups. And I think here, this is really great follow-up. It says, your wish and desire will take you to a better place. You will embark on a journey towards a better situation, better place in your life. And it's going to be a wonderful opportunity for you. So the reason I said in the beginning that if this offer doesn't turn out, there might be another one, is I sometimes think that the 5 could indicate there may be more than one opportunity coming your way.
Something else.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Lenormand, the top card is the coffin, which we've drawn 500 times today.
Must be that Halloween energy.
But the bottom one is the letter. And so the letter is influencing this. And so the letter may be saying you're ending something for something else to begin, perhaps.
Yeah, this is, as soon as I saw this, but I was looking at it the other way, I think. I almost think, though, what I'm thinking is if you've been waiting for news, your wait is coming to an end. You're going to find out soon, one way or another, if you're going to get this opportunity or, this particular opportunity or not.
And you said that. You said you're worried about not getting this opportunity. It looks to me like that Banshee's right, that the wait for the letter will come to the end.
So one way or another you'll find out, and then maybe if this one doesn't work out, it's possible, like I said, that something else is waiting in the wings. But I'm kind of optimistic about maybe this turning out in your favor. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed because it looks really positive, Swathi.
All right.
That's
what we have for you.
So good luck with that.
Good luck, Swathi. And Divine Universe is up now.
Hey, Divine.
Who are you hiding from?
All right.
You're welcome, Swathi.
It's the 8 of Ghosts, which is the 8 of Cups, upright. Again, that 8 of Cups today, too, has been very, very prominent. But the 3 of Bats is here, the 3 of Swords.
3 of Swords.
And then there's the 2 of Pumpkins upright. Well, this is real interesting to me. And yeah, I'm sorry. I know you got to keep them a certain way here. But front and center is that 3 of Bats, that 3 of Swords. And what did you say? Why am I feeling so blue all the time?
Who am I hiding from?
Who am I hiding from? I don't know. Sometimes there's this element of it being a lost love, a loss of a person, whether it's through death or separation, feeling alone. This is a card of feeling blue. No matter how you slice it, you are feeling sad right now. You are feeling sorrow. I feel that the 8 of Ghosts here, the 8 of Cups, again is saying this is time to seek what really fulfills you. You have to determine what it is you need to be going to, where it is you need to be. What are you aspiring towards? What do you feel you need in your life? It may be time to just do some self-analysis here. But to me, Divine, you've talked about going to, I think it's India for some time, right? Or overseas again. And this could be a journey. This could be this idea that you need a journey to find the balance and restore some stability or feelings of balance and harmony in your life again.
Well, I think it is about that. I think it is about a journey, but I think that maybe where you find yourself really fulfilled, to me, in all of these months that we've known you, is in doing good work, doing hard work, that you have an orientation that maybe doesn't let you relax from that standard, or that maybe you don't understand you can have another standard, or you don't see yourself having another standard. I think you really have sort of married yourself to work on some level or on being busy with things, and maybe that means you're hiding a little bit from your own heart or from your own pleasure aspects, the other things that you should be able to feel pleasure from that are not necessarily about gain or accomplishment. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a perception I have about you, but I do echo Banshee in feeling that something causes you sadness. It could be maybe a separation. Maybe it's a separation that you can't really acknowledge for some reason, but you can move towards something else. You do have to move away from something in order to do that.
The 8 is very, very positive no matter how you slice it. Upright, when it's upright. I feel here that, maybe this is just something, it's either an adventure, it's either a chasing a dream or a goal or an idea. It's maybe finding yourself through travel. I think you need some other experience in your life to really feel whole again, really put more perspective and balance back. Sometimes we put so much effort into what we do, in our work world, that we put so much value there that we don't realize there's something more we need in our lives to really balance things out. So if you feel world weary, if you feel tired, if you feel sapped of energy, it's because you need something new in another area of your life now to balance these scales. A lot of times, whether the 2 is upright or reversed, it's talking about work-life balance.
I feel there is so much contained in this card about you trying to balance things, or you finding such great accomplishment or feedback from that. But I'm looking at the turbulent sea behind the figure there, and I'm feeling like it's not necessarily a scary thing. It's sort of like the gist of an adventure calling to you, that you sort of want to feel that sense of the high seas, the high seas, adventure travel. And I think this should encourage you to continue journeying, whether it's metaphorically or in reality, because you are seeking something. It may not be the thing that any of us could totally advise you what it is, but you'll know it in your heart if you finally get there, and you just have to keep going.
Well, I'm not sure. We've got the moon here.
Was that the first one?
Yes.
The moon.
And then we have the scythe.
The scythe.
I'm not sure that's specifically going to answer your question, but I looked at the bottom card in the tarot, and I'm willing to pull that out for you too. But let's take a look at this for a moment. The moon is about success. The scythe is about cutting. Maybe sometimes the price we pay for success in our lives, can cause some of the sorrow, despair, or maybe emptiness that we feel. For some reason, I'm tying it into this 3 of swords here when I see that scythe, you know.
Well, they're knives.
They're knives and they cut. and the moon is about success and you know, it can be about love, but I don't see a lot of other things here that point, well, a little bit to that. So I wonder here too if maybe some prior disappointments in relationship areas of your life in dealing with other people is affecting you as well. I mean, I'm just going to throw that out there because it's possible, but I almost really feel this is about just this idea that sometimes the price we pay in one area of our life, it cuts us, you know, it does take a toll on us.
And you actually have three moons in a way. You have the moon that's over this valley, you have the moon that's looking down on that, and then you have the moon there in the Lenormand card. So I might suggest that this will take time, 3 moons, 3 months, to maybe peer deeper into the mystery of finding out what could please you. But I think you have to really face the idea that you have to really want to find that and not necessarily focus just on the things that bring you accomplishment and praise, but don't really necessarily fulfill you inside.
It's really odd because on the bottom of the deck I drew, there was the Ace of Pentacles, which again can be about business concerns and growth. So I don't know, are you feeling challenged enough where you're at right now, where you work, or what? It almost feels here that you are looking for some new growth or challenges or opportunities, either in your work, either in what you do, or in something that you've put on the back burner maybe because of your job. This could also be about relationships in a way, having a new growthful relationship of some sort. This could also be about taking better care of you, you know, whether it's physically, whether it's, something diet, exercise. We got to remember too that often, you know, our emotional well-being and that can have health implications. In other words, something in our diet or something in we're doing, you know, is depleting us of our energy or not giving us enough of what we need. So you may want to look at something like that too, you know, if you can't put your finger on what is wrong.
Well, I think that the Ace of Pentacles or pumpkins could also be about the beginning of security too. That a lot of times we think it could just be about all the financial things, but some of this is about security of having, you know, your home, as you say, or your health. You know, those are both things that fall under that too. So it may be that you'll have to learn or realize you need, you know, to also do this work in those areas.
Yeah, you know, all the success in the world is nothing, if we aren't physically able, you know, if we have physical issues, if our health is bad. So, you know, you may want to pay more attention to yourself right now, too. And you know, I hate New Year's resolutions, but I'm just saying make a commitment to yourself to try to improve your health in some ways. And you never know, your mood may pick up accordingly.
It's true.
So that's what we have for you, Divine.
Good
I
luck,
hope
Divine.
that gives you something more to think about.
I like spaghetti me for.
We talked about the possibility of making spaghetti tonight, didn't we?
I know. Well, that's what Violet heated up.
Ah. We also talked about a taco kit we have.
Taco kit. So Dr. V is up now.
Dr. V, finally, we get to read for you.
Yes, I know you've missed us a few times because we were late
so what
in
do
our
you have
show.
for us, Dr. V?
You're welcome.
Hey, you are welcome, Divine You. Always.
Happy Diwali. Blessings of the light.
Was that was last week?
I think it fluctuates, but I know that it carries into early November, I think, at least this year.
Okay.
You're welcome.
All right, Angel.
All right. Bye, Angel.
Take care. Have a great consult. See you
There's Dr.
soon.
V. All right, you are welcome too, Dr. V.
Okay.
Okay, I will use my Egyptian Nefertari. Hope you feel better too, Divine. You're welcome,
and I'm
Pagani.
sorry I didn't comment, Pragati. You're very welcome, and I'm glad you got something out of that reading.
It was a good experience for me to learn that reading too a little bit.
It's actually a reading I created this year for Halloween. Every so often I'll create like special occasions, etc., new readings, and maybe for no occasion at all. The Witch's Hat reading is another reading I've created for Halloween this year that I'm offering on a special sale basis. So, be more on that later. Oh, it's good to hear, Pragati. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I thought it was like a 7-day festival. I wasn't sure.
Okay, so the feelings. See who feels towards me emotionally.
So there's the Six of Swords.
It's upright?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
There's the reverse Seven of Coins.
Okay.
And then there's the reversed Judgment.
Oh.
Well, I'm not so sure about this.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either, Dr. V.
The Six of Swords could be indicating somebody feeling that they're moving, away from something troubling. It could be a relationship, or it could just be a troubling situation. The Seven
Of Pentacles.
of Pentacles is reversed. So this may be saying maybe they have something feels it is time to do this, that the time has come for that. Sort of like maybe they have pondered this for a while or deliberated that. And Judgment reverse could be saying that maybe they feel nothing can change there, or that nothing is salvageable, or that the situation really does need a dramatic change.
Yeah, I like what he said on the Judgment card there. I'm not sure I could add much to that. I would say here that these two together really indicate to me somebody has decided to move on to a different situation that they feel is better for them, is just better for them. So I don't know. This is really odd. Could we throw your Lenormand into this too? I'd really like to see that. Because I'm trying to figure out here in my mind if I'm feeling that they feel it's better moving towards you, and there is some feelings here of security that something else has failed for them, or I'm really thinking it's like what he said, but I want to see where this goes. Oh my goodness.
So we have the ship, the ghost ship. Stars.
Well, that did muddle it a little bit, but we needed to see it, and we would have had to see it sooner or later. Ships often are navigated by the stars, aren't they?
Indeed.
I almost feel here that this individual feels their star is somewhere else, that they need to move in a different direction.
Right. It may not be about extreme emotions one way or the other, but they may feel their destiny lies somewhere else, and they may not have an actual connection, or their connection has changed, doesn't feel the same anymore if there was more intense feelings.
Yeah, because you know what? Dr. V, we're asking specifically about feelings, and the one thing that's lacking in this reading is the cup cards, which are about emotions. It's not here. So it's almost as if it's beyond the point of the feelings now. They just know they have to make a move that they feel is in their best interests.
Right, that's what it looks like.
Sorry we didn't have better news for you. But that's the way the cards turned out today. Now, it's possible that maybe they're still in the contemplation phase of this, and so things could change, but I really feel they're leaning towards a move of some sort. And really, to magnify it, Dr. V, we have 2 ships here.
Right, there's the ship
In motion.
of the Six of Swords, which typically always has a ship moving in motion. And the ship itself from Lenormand is about movement, traveling into a direction. So it doesn't feel like the relationship, you're welcome, is working in the way you think you wanted it to.
That's what we have for you, Dr. V. I hope it works out. You never know.
That's right.
Cards are a snapshot in time.
Tarot is a snapshot in time. All right. Okay. I'm so sorry. You're welcome, Dr. Victor. Well, I hope you did have a nice Diwali, even if it's now a week gone. I actually had a small display in October that featured a couple of dolls of Indian heritage, and one was specifically for Diwali, but I'm leaving it up to the end of the month, November.
Alrighty then, we are on Violet Lotus.
And Violet has asked, what does my soul want me to know?
No Nightmare Report. Well, it's his deck anyway, because I just used mine.
No, I used the Egyptian.
Whoopsie. Well, then, Violet, you get the Ghost Tarot. That's okay. The Nightmare's not everybody's cup of tea.
Well, not for certain questions.
So I just wanted to add while he was shuffling that the Witch's Hat Tarot 6-card reading for $5. Write to TFTtarotfortoday.com if you're interested in this mini reading, 6 cards that we will do for you that will shine a little light on some thoughts for the next year from Halloween to Halloween.
And if you want us to wear our witches' hats when we do the reading,
sure, why
it's
not?
a slight surcharge for that.
No, we'll throw that in as a bonus. We're magnanimous. Oh my gosh, Violet, what the heck? That's the 10 of Swords upright.
Ouch.
Let's follow that up, though, with the Emperor upright.
The Emperor upright.
And the 4 of Pentacles upright.
Well, they're all upright, Violet. At least that.
Well, it's kind of interesting. I think you have to protect, and take care of what's yours right now. I don't know how to explain it other than that. You have to be the father figure here, in a way. You have to assume responsibility and be there for, to be a good steward of those, around you. This 10 of Swords, it sounds like a personal attack, but I can't help but wonder here with the 4 of Pentacles here, when I think of possessions, it's pretty material, but I also think of the things that, we possess in our lives, our family, our home, whatever the case may be, and right now may call upon you to take more control over a situation that affects maybe all of you in the household, and you just got to guard against something that might be, I don't know, I think your soul wants you to know that you're needed right now in your home environment, if this makes sense.
Are you drawn to the Norse pantheon at all? I'm getting like an Odin vibe here from some reason. The Ten of Swords, sort of an idea maybe on this picture of sort of, having a lot to deal with, a lot of adversity, yet knowing, you are the one that has to be that. And that reminds me of Odin's sort of sacrifice, the Four of Pentacles. This is, maybe it would be inverted would be better, but the idea of giving to get or something like that. So I'm wondering if this is saying what your soul realizes is that you have to kind of live larger than your physical body. You have to kind of work in your archetypes, even if they're not specifically Norse or whatever, but whatever those archetypes are, Odin's parallels are with Jesus, are with Osiris, are with Dionysus. They're all pretty much cut from the same cloth, that they had to give up something in order to get something far greater.
And maybe I liked what he said here. Did you say something about adversity, I think you said?
I get a sense of adversity. There's the Ten of Swords.
There's a sense of adversity, and maybe just, right now, I feel that despite the adversity that surrounds you, you have control. You can regain control of the situation, and that maybe, it's because you have the means to do so. That Four of Pentacles talks about what you have, and you have a lot of resources at your disposal to call upon to get to handle adversity. And right now it looks like maybe there's some struggles going on, but hang tight, hang tough, set some paternal boundaries, and things should be better. This definitely seems like it's more in your mundane realm than anywhere else right now.
It does. Lenormand?
Yeah.
So, I call myself Oberon Osiris. I know the feeling, Kara. The cruelest cut of all. I had a vasectomy. People say it's gold.
Oh my gosh.
Gold wiener. Sung to the tune of Goldfinger. Brooms. We're changing the subject.
Well, it's an interesting combination. I wonder what Mr. Osiris will do with that.
Is it the dog star?
It's a dog.
Serious?
Are you serious? He says. I think here, this is saying that, this is tough. The broom is about sweeping things away that, gosh, how do I even want to go here?
Okay, let me give it a stab.
Give it a stab.
Or a bite. Take a bite out of a broom. No.
Oh, that's it. Take a bite out of a broom. No. The dog is about loyalty. The dog is about friendship. The dog is about trust. So I think here, it's saying too that you have to sweep away those that maybe you distrust or you feel have betrayed you in some way. This could smack of, I don't know, social media to me. This could smack of a lot of different things. But it could just be saying, be careful who you befriend right now, and sweep out the people that don't have, your best interest, that don't deserve your loyalty.
Well, it's hard for me to get a handle on this because I sort of feel that the loyalty angle has to jive with the movement of the broom. Are you being loyal to the operation of making swift changes that really get rid of what you need to? Maybe that's what this is saying, is that despite what the adversity is, you have to really embrace that concept of when it's time to get rid of something, sweep it away.
Well, leave it to Mr. O. I almost think this is talking about trust, that, where you have the emperor here, trust that you have the ability to sweep away whatever it is that's causing the adversity in your life.
You mean, am I serious about my gold member, or am I serious about Sirius the Dog Star?
I think that's the best way around this. It's a very interesting combination. I think this is about trust, and I like the fact that it's got this adversity angle here. It just seems like you have to trust you're able, your ability to sweep away these things, As a matter of fact, this is the time of year. Why not do a kind of a cleansing ritual for yourself where you are sweeping away adversity and difficulties, or, things, ugly things from your life. Just do that sweeping motion and be gone.
Kara, I remember that song, so I want you to sing it with me. He loves gold. He loves gold.
Is he done yet? Oh, okay. All right.
He loves only gold.
Well, this is a
Only
great time to
gold.
end the show when Mr. O starts singing.
Where are my fans? Come on, where are you?
I want to thank everybody for sticking with us today, and everybody who showed up. It's been loads of fun. We're a bit into overtime again, but it was great. It's Mr. O out of control.
Now is a good time to run.
Did you all hear that? It said now is a good time to run. So I guess that means it is a good time to end the show. Thank everybody once again for being here. And hey, join us tomorrow night for our special Halloween ritual. We will be in the chat during the video.
Right.
Be there.
10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you guys in Texas, Victoria, and Violet, it's 9 for you.
So if we don't see you, have a blessed Halloween. Enjoy the day and the energies thereof. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.